Hi guys, Coach Kara here. So I wanted to do this particular video because, well, others are kind of talking about this topic, which actually piggybacks off the, I guess, conversation Brittany Renner had. You know, she did a discussion on another platform, not sure which one, and it's about someone's body count. And the question lies is, does your partner or your spouse's body count matter? Meaning the number of people they have had sexual encounters with. So here's the thing with that. A lot of people are saying it doesn't matter. It's the past, that sort of thing. But it does matter. Most things in this life matters. And here's why I believe it is, I would say a little concerning, is because it really depends on like the person's age and how many partners they've had encounters with and why. So for example, if you take a 60-year-old man who maybe was single most of his life, and most of his sexual encounters came about after he was, you know, in a drunken state, high, had been to a bar, and so he always had the opportunity to take advantage of having sex with someone. And so those were just say he been with 25, 30 people, right? So majority of those encounters was from that type of experience, which basically means that, well, he can probably be reckless or just irresponsible. So it really matters as to why the person was having all of these partners. Were they, paying for sex? Okay, I think that matters. A lot of people are not going to tell you that they've had sex to get their light bills paid, their rent. Your person may not tell you that they've sacrificed their souls for that purpose. Or perhaps they've had a number of encounters because they were soul searching. You know, many people are having lots of sex with different peoples because they're seeking for something. There's a void there, and they're trying to fill that void with other fillers. And by doing so, they're giving themselves away in search of. Again, it goes back to that person's mindset and what the intent was. Okay, was this person, are they just a very sexually attractive individual? They have great sex appeal and everyone wants to get a piece. Are they giving everyone the opportunity? Okay. I've had guys trying to hit on me since I was like 12, like older men for that matter. Doesn't mean that I was going to give everyone the opportunity. Actually, right now the line is wrapped around the building and out of the city. So again, it goes back to what that person's intent was. And here's the thing. Are they still in that state of mind? Have they resolved that issue internally? You see what I'm saying? So you can't get with someone and say, oh, because we're together now, they don't still have that mindset. Yes, they probably do. If they haven't healed themselves, they haven't worked on those past traumas, they haven't matured, become more responsible, taking accountability for their actions. Okay, yeah, that matters. When you say so, you should be very concerned, especially if your person is a much older person. That means they have put in some work. Now you may say, okay, so what if my partner's only been with 3 people? They've been in a relationship and the other 2 were just random encounters. Like, what kind of encounters though? They were in a relationship and the other 2 were prostitutes, or just some regular guy they met at the club? It still matters. Or all 3 of those people in relationships with your person. Now that sounds much nicer. If you only had 3 sexual encounters and each of those were when you were actually involved in a committed relationship, okay, there you go. This is what you want your person to say. But in all actuality, most people are afraid to ask their partner about their body count because, well, they have a sneaky suspicion that perhaps they have gotten around, and more so than likely, you're probably right. If you're asking, you're probably, your guess, your hypothesis is probably right. Your person has been around. So what does that says about the person that you're with? And I get that people evolve, people grow, that sort of thing. But here's what also matters. As people say, what's the past? The past has a sneaky way of coming back around to haunt you. And this is what I'm saying. You have to be a very mature and responsible person when you're out here in these streets, you know, spreading it wide and laying it low. Because right now, I personally know 2 people who are in this type of predicament. You know, they've been getting it in with whomever, and now there's an issue. And see, the issue is when, and we're talking about being responsible, right? So if your person gets with you, you guys get engaged, you get married. You're just going to dismiss their past, right? But was your person responsible enough and care about not just their well-being, but yours as well, to go get tested, to get a HIV test, AIDS, and see all of that? Were they responsible enough to do that and then show you the proof prior to getting engaged? See, we're talking about the mindset of people. If your person did not do that, now that you have gotten engaged and gotten married recently, only to discover that you went to the doctor and you have some sort of STD that is basically incurable, that's a problem. That is not only a problem, that is an issue from the past. And because your person did not think of you and your well-being, your health, this is now a major issue. And so when we say it doesn't matter, it does. Every action we take in this lifetime, regardless how big, how small, it could be with one person. It could be one person. What was that one encounter like? Was it one of someone being responsible? You went out on a date, you guys went back to your place or wherever, you did it, you used protection. You know, what was that situation like? Were all of your encounters reckless? That speaks volumes. So we just can't dismiss our past, because our past has a way of becoming our future. And this is what I wanted to express. You know, someone may say, I think Brittany Renner, she said she's like 31 or something, 35, and it's had like 31 partners or something like that. People are like, well, that's not a lot. I've had way more than that. Or, wow, that's crazy. You know, she's a whore. You know, it really depends on what that situation, what those situations, those opportunities look like. So for some people, it may not be a lot. For some, and that really, the numbers really don't matter. It's really all about the mindset going into those situations, the maturity level, the responsible nature of it all. Okay, so that's my point. And so that's what I wanted to share with you also. Someone's body count, the number of sexual partners they have been with, it does matter. If they were younger when they did these encounters and now they've grown into a mature person, the more wise, they're responsible, they use protection with you before you had sex. If your person used protection with you, or they initiated, they brought it up, gave you the option to decide if you want to, you know, whatever, there you go. This is a person who's evolved. That's what you want. You want someone to look out for your well-being despite their reckless behavior from the past. Yeah, so the concern is, are they bringing those same reckless intentions to the current and future? All right? So if your person's looking out for you, well, perhaps they have evolved. And so that's all I have to say about that. I just wanted to share that with you, my perspective on someone's number of sexual encounters and how it actually does matter. That is all for now, my love. Until next time.